A lot of people, especially beginners, don't know how to build their support in the right way. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a good support, what are the best tags to use, how to increase your support percentage as quickly as possible, and so on. So without wasting any time, let's hop right into the video. Alright bro, so first point that I pretty much want to talk about is pretty much addressing the new players. If you're a new player, the best thing that you can do is just go to auto select over here and pretty much just select recommended and just click OK, and it will automatically give you the highest percentage of support possible. Doesn't really matter what character you're running. If you have like a dark unit or a light unit on the secondary unit, it might give you like a lower percentage. Like if I do like auto select like this, it might give you a lower percentage. So just use like any blue unit. If you like running a blue team, just run a blue unit, click on recommended, it'll give you the highest percentage support, and then you can go ahead and add like your dark unit or light unit that you have. So just run the dark or light unit on your pretty much your color team, red, blue, or green team, whichever color it is, right? So that here pretty much is my recommendation to new players. And for new players, bro, I would recommend you to just focus on percentage, bro. Do not look to go ahead and get all these tags, bro. I see a lot of people just running like 120% support and then 10 choppers to just try and get the zone tag or something. Like, don't try to go for zone tag and all these tags right now. Don't try to do all that, bro. I would just recommend y'all to go ahead and try to run the maximum support percentage possible. I would recommend y'all to at least get into the 150s, like around 155, before you can try and like work around and try to get zone tag or warlord tag or this tag and that tag. So just at least get up to 150% first. And then worry about tags. Alright, so the second point that I pretty much want to address is pretty much there's a misconception going around these classes for the tags. Like, people think that attacker tag means that's only going to work on attackers, bro. So if I play Lucci right here and I have the attacker tag won't transfer over to Lucci. Like, the attack, you won't get this like 200 fixed attack on Lucci, bro, and that is not true. Even if you have a runner in here, it doesn't matter what it is, even if you play like Kaku or whatever, he will still, the unit, the runner or the defender will still get that extra like 200 attack, that extra crit damage increase and everything. I see a misconception quite a lot, so just wanted to make sure I cleared that out. Alright, so the next point is pretty much going to be about the support characters. You want to make sure you go ahead and max these characters out. You want to only use level 100 characters. I see a lot of people using level 60, level 70 characters. Just use level 100s, bro. It's fine if it's a step up unit, or even if it is like a 2-star or 3-star unit. Like Luffy, for example, this is a free Stampede Luffy that we got. He's like a 3-star unit, so it's fine if you use these 3-star units. Just make sure you get them level 100. Boost 2 or boost 3 them if possible. You can get frags from the battle exchange shop every single day. So get those frags. Sometimes, you know, the game offers frags for free, so make sure you go ahead and claim those frags, do the missions, get the frags, max them out, boost 2, boost 3 them if possible, and obviously max their skills out. You know, you want to make sure these skills are maxed, and you want to give them 9-star medals. As you can see, they all have 9-star medals. So the 9-star medals pretty much gives you almost 1% support. Let me show it real quick. So hold on. First of all, you can see how much support percentage we have, 169.3. Alright, let me just use blue units here just for an example. We have 169.3. Let me just go to Reiju real quick, and let me just remove her medals. Y'all will see the percentage drop from 169.3. How much does it go? Let me see real quick. Let's see here. So as you can see, it went down from 169 to 166. So each medal is pretty much about 1% support, bro. So if I put the medals back on Reiju, right here, as you can see, these were the April Fool medals, Usopp medals. Hopefully y'all went ahead and crafted a lot of these. I've gone ahead and crafted a lot of these, as you can see. So make sure I'll go ahead and craft these, bro. Really useful. I think April Fool's event is already over though, so hopefully y'all did. And as you can see, we're back up to 169.3% support, bro. So make sure y'all go ahead and run 9-star medals on pretty much all your support units. I would recommend to highly do that, because each medal is 1% support, and that's why I'm saying run max units, level 100 units, so you can use 3 medals, so you automatically get that extra 1% support with the 3rd medal. And yeah, pretty much like I said, make sure you max their skills, use 9-star medals on them. And I would say make sure you go ahead and get up to 150% support. Like I said before, at least get 150%, bro, and yeah, you should be fine. Also, another thing that I noticed quite a lot is people use dual color supports. Like, for example, they're gonna run like red and green units. Kaku obviously not the best example. Let me find a unit that's kind of like meta, bro. Let's say, for example, you want to go ahead and run a King, maybe. You know, you want to run Lucci and King. King is a really meta unit, really good meta runner right now, and you see the difference, bro. And so people will go ahead and they'll just change all these units to red units and try to get like kind of like in between. I would say don't do that. If you like King more, King is probably a better run than Lucci right now, so I would just say go to your red support. This is my red team, by the way. So this is another like tip, bro. Just make different teams so you don't have to like consistently switch supports. So as you can see, my first party is my blue team, second party is my CB team, third party is my green team, fourth party is my red team, and then fifth party is my light team. You know, sixth is like Whitebeard Pirates. Like I have different teams, bro. This is like a nice little tip for y'all. Just make different teams for different colors. Obviously, if you're a new player, you might not have enough coins to buy new teams, but at least I think you'll have at least 5 to start with. So just make sure you use these 5. Just build teams for red, blue, and green. Build one for CB, and for CB you pretty much want to optimize with score bonus. You just click on score bonus there, go ahead, click OK, and you'll be good to go, bro, pretty much. So yeah, there pretty much is a little tip for y'all, so that y'all don't need to pretty much switch between supports. And like I said, if y'all build the Usopp medals, got a lot of April Fool's Usopp medals, y'all can pretty much have stack up pretty much all your supports with medals. Y'all don't need to take medals out from Luffy just to give it to Nami. If you're playing your Kuzan, suddenly you want to play Kuzan, and then you want to play Lucci now, so you want to remove your medals from Nami and then give it to Luffy just because you don't have enough 9-star medals. So make sure y'all go ahead and stack up on those 9-star medals. Really good for support. So I don't really need to change any medals now. All my support team, as you can see, everyone has medals, bro, and I have so many extra Usopp medals here. As you can see, just in case someone needs medals, I can just go here, boom, I got tons of Usopp medals ready to go, because I crafted them just in case I need them. So yeah. Alright, so next point that I pretty much want to touch on is pretty much the best tags that you should be running. Like I said, this is assuming you already have at least 150% support. Now, best tags depends from character to character. Like some characters just do better with different tags. So the best tags, I would say, generic tags, I would say is Attacker and New World. This is like the best combination. New World obviously gives you extra damage to elements you're weak against. 15% extra damage, and Attacker just gives you an extra 200% damage, gives you extra 5% crit damage. So this right here is really good. And honestly speaking, almost every unit in this game now, in this day and age, in this meta, has some kind of like a big hitting skill, like a hard hitting skill. Like if you look at Lucci, obviously Rokugan and stuff. Fujitora, not really as much. Fujitora, Vegapunk, they're not really attacking units, but like if you look at the attacking like runners, like Kuzan for example, he's got some hard hitting skills. Kumabani, obviously. King, both his skills are quite hard hitting. Dark Roger has hard hitting skills. Like, you know, almost all units have some kind of hard hitting skill. Like if I go around here, check, you know, Brook obviously. Kobe, Jinbei, Blackbeard, you know, most units in this meta have at least one hard hitting skill, unless they're like some kind of pure runner, like a Blue End or a Vegapunk, they might not have one. But yeah, otherwise almost every unit has some kind of a hard hitting skill, so you have a chance to like do a lot of damage, even KO opponents, by landing your hard hitting skill and doing a lot of damage with these tags. So I think this right here is probably the best 2 tags to have, and it's quite easy to get as well. New World is pretty much all time skip units, so every unit that is coming after time skip will have the New World tag, whether it's the Straw Hat, the Sabuti, Straw Hats, or any of the time skip units, right? Any unit that comes after the time skip, and obviously Attacker as well. And for the new players out there, just to put it here, pretty much if you're building blue support, bro, just always make sure you have blue units in your support. So pretty much as you can see, if I put in another Luffy, right? If I take Egghead Luffy and put him in here, you see the support drop right away, bro. 165.1% support. It just dropped by 3 whole percent just because I'm using a red unit instead of a blue unit. So always make sure you use the same color unit in support for the color of the team that you're building, right? So that's something to keep in mind. Again, same thing here, green team. You know, I go ahead and I take my same blue Luffy and I put it instead of the Bounce Man Luffy, and you see I just lose 2% support. So that right there pretty much is another thing. Make sure y'all go ahead and use the same support units. I think this is something that the beginners tend to make a mistake quite a lot. Just make sure y'all go ahead and use the same color. Obviously green support I think is probably one of the difficult ones to build, so if you're a beginner, bro, try to main red or blue units, because red and blue are quite easy to build support. So as you can see, a lot of step up units, right? A lot of step up units. Obviously I have a few. I'm running Zoan tag right now on red, so I have a few Bonifets in here, but otherwise a lot of easy step ups, right? You have Snake Man, you have this new Kaku. Where's my Kaku at? Yeah, Kaku. A lot of easy like step ups where that he can max out. Snake Man, obviously, I think we got him boost 3 very recently. You know, Snake Man, obviously, like a lot of step ups that you can easily get up to max level and use them in your support. Same thing for blue as well. All these choppers are step ups. You know, Ray Juice is step up. Stampede Luffy 3-star unit step ups. You know, I'm running Zoan, that's why I have Ulti and Drake and Sengoku in here. They're Bonifest. But otherwise, you have a lot of step up units, bro, for blue as well. You know, like Izo, for example. You even have Vista, you know, a lot of step ups, bro. A lot of step ups is quite easy to build a support. And like I said, just try to get Attacker New World at the very least. And this is only after you have 150% support, by the way, right? So at least get 150% support, and then just try to get Attacker New World at the very least. And then you can kind of like go into, you know, the Zoan Warlords and stuff like that. All right, so now pretty much I'm going to be talking about character specific traits. Like for example, right? Let me take the example of Kuzan, right? So you have your generic green team, right? You're running like Attacker, New World. Like I said, you got a Zone as well. You know, you ended up getting a few Bounty Fest maxed out, so you have Zone as well. But Kuzan, not gonna lie, he's not the best with just Zone. I think he's way better. If you want to play him more attacking, more aggressive, I think running him on your Warlords team would be really, really good. Obviously, my Warlords team is a little bit chopped here. 136%. So like I said, bro, I would like to run Kuzan here, but like I said before, you at least want 150% support. Now I can obviously move this around. There we go, boom, I got Attacker, Warlords, and New World. That's exactly what you're looking for, just Attacker, Warlords, New World, 144% support. I think that's probably because Boa is missing a medal here. Usopp medals, boom, easy, right? So I think I get 145 now. There we go, extra 1% just with that extra medal. So yeah, pretty much Warlords 145. I don't have a few other Warlord, the green Warlord units maxed. Like I don't have this crocodile maxed, or Mihawk maxed, or Moria maxed. Obviously that's gonna help me increase my Kuzan support. But yeah, that pretty much is the Warlord support if you want to run for Kuzan, or if you even want to run that for Blackbeard. And yeah, pretty much you can just have Blackbeard, or maybe that just takes away my Warlord. Never mind. Maybe not. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would not recommend to run this on Kuzan because I don't have at least 150. But now on the same side, if I'm running Lucci, you know, I can just go to my blue units and I could run that team that I was running earlier, you know. So yeah, pretty much I have like Warlords, Captain, Parameech. I have a lot of tags actually with Warlords. So I have a lot of tags and I get my Warlord support. And who else can I run with blue, bro? Who's blue that needs Warlords? Niji could be decent. Niji is another really good unit that has shock, so he can be quite good with Warlords. He can cook Kizu and stuff up with Warlords. You have a really good chance cooking with that with Warlords. Lucci obviously has the claw effect, claw status effect, so you can claw Whitebeard and King and those guys for longer, so they can use their hold skills. Actually Whitebeard just has hold normal, so yeah, like I said before, you know, this right here is quite good. And another unit is Brook, for example, because this guy, if you read his traits, right, if you read Brook's traits, for example, he pretty much has no heals. He barely has any kind of heals, and he pretty much has a 1 HP trait as well, so he's going to be around 1 HP pretty much for the entire game. So you pretty much want to run Whitebeard Pirates on him and not Warlords, mainly because Whitebeard Pirates gives you extra status effect time by 30%, same as Warlords, but it's when you're under 50% HP. Warlords is pretty much when you're above 50% HP. If you read the Warlord tag right here, as you can see, it gives you 30%, same as Whitebeard Pirates, but when it's above 50. HP 50% or more. So that works for units like Lucci or Kuzan because they have a lot of heals. But Brook, on the other hand, does not have any heals, so he doesn't really have any way to go above 50% HP. So you want to run Whitebeard Pirates on him because this gives you same 30% extra duration, but when your HP is under 50%. But yeah, in my opinion, bro, I think your generic support should pretty much be Attacker, New World, and Zoan. I think Zoan is pretty much really common these days. You kind of need to have Zoan. Just because of the amount of damage that people do. You have Kizu, you have Nezjuro, units like these that just do incredible amounts of damage to you, just absolutely crazy amount of damage to you. So you kind of need, same thing with Blackbeard, he's just absolutely insane, and you can change between light and dark, so you normally will be like, you kind of need Zoan for all three classes. Before it used to be only for blue because units like Film Red Shanks and Roger were really broken, did a lot of damage, so blue was normally the one that needed Zoan. But these days, bro, you kind of need Zoan on all teams. That's why I'm running Zoan on all teams, bro. That's what I normally do. I have Zoan on pretty much all my red, blue, and green teams. My light team also has Zoan. It is cooked, bro. It's just like every team, bro. Even my dark team, I think, has Zoan. So yeah, my dark team has Zoan as well. And that's something that you gotta run. I just prefer to run Zoan on all teams, bro, just to be a little bit more tanky. And yeah, just do a little bit more damage. But yeah, that pretty much is my advice for support, bro. If you're a newer player, hopefully this was helpful to you. Let me know if you all want me to make any other new new videos on any other topic that y'all might be struggling in the game with, especially new players. I've seen a lot of people like comment that we want a support guide, this, that, you know, guide for this, guide for that. So I went ahead and made the support guide for y'all. Hopefully y'all did enjoy the video. If y'all want me to make a guide video on anything else in the game, whether it's playing some kind of character, how to play this character, how to play that character, how to play each class, how to play a runner, how to play an attacker, stuff like that, or you know, how to save rainbow diamonds, because people keep asking me about my rainbow diamonds. Like, I have 1500 right now. How do you save rainbow diamonds? If y'all want me to make any guide about that, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, that pretty much was the video, guys. If y'all did enjoy the video, make sure y'all go and leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, and I'm gonna catch y'all guys in the next one.